a strong woman who denied everything and said that I want to do it. Okay. Ahmed, your story will resonate it. She had almost the same experience. She said that I want to do PMP. The first conversation, can I do it? I said, of course you can. And today she's a proud certified project management professional. And not just proud certified PMP. You see, I actually never cared you pass with above target, below target. As long as you pass in the exam, I'm good to go. But you see, when you get a scorecard like that, above target, above target, above target, it's always beautiful to have it, right? It's the maximum thing you can get it in the PMP exam, right? So without further ado, Dania, extremely proud of you, sister. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
Dania, why don't you first of all start with exactly exam? How was the exam? Okay. How did you manage time? What are the important things? Consider you are the mentor and share everything to them, what they should do and not do. Then we'll ask the question.
So the exam was easy, a bit easy, as far as the length is concerned, because questions were not lengthy, but they were conceptual. So we do not have to base our preparation on memorization, but we have to maintain the concepts. I was not able to get any of the drag and drop question, no calculation based questions. Most of the questions were agile related and teams question. Like a lot of scenarios were like the teams are geographically distributed. Then what would be your approach as a project manager? What would you do next as a project manager? There were questions related to risk. So a lot of questions related to risk as well.
Hmm.
And apart from that, I got one of the pictorial question, like a graphical pictorial question. It was related to something like we have the options like planned value, schedule performance index, burn up chart, and breakdown chart. And the question was what the project manager will use to provide information about the value. Basically, I was confused because burn up chart shows the amount of work done and it was written value of work. So the language or the vocabulary was somehow confusing and it was somehow difficult to choose between the two options.
Between the two options. Okay. That's interesting. It was difficult to choose between the two options and work into that. What else? What about other? How did you remaining question? That is a one question that you give example. What about remaining 179 questions?
Okay. I got questions, a lot of questions, which the strategy that as I talked to you, my strategy was to be a servant leadership.
Mhm.
So a lot of questions were like, what would project manager do first? What would be the first approach? And a lot of questions were, what would be the project manager do in the situation or next? So a lot, and I would say that RCA is the key because I have been doing a lot of RCAs. So because of the RCAs, I was able to eliminate the options very easily.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. That's an important thing. How much time you manage in the first, second, and third section?
So basically, in my case, my exam was the first section was pretty easy. I was like, as you told me that I have to be prepared for the hard one, so I was prepared for it. But the first section was pretty much easy, so it took 75 minutes for me to complete that section. I
Mm.
took the break of 10 minutes, then the second section came, and that was pretty a bit hard.
Mhm.
So I took 80 minutes to complete the second section, and the last one was even harder than the second one.
Mhm.
So, but I managed to do it in 75 minutes. So time management was 75, 80, and 75.
Mm, 80, 75, 75, the same time management as we discussed. Okay. And how important the breaks were for you?
So basically, the best part was that basically my exam was on Saturday.
Mm,
So my mother, she convinced me to accompany me for the exam.
okay.
So she was there and in the center with me, and thing was in the breaks. I was coming out of the center. I was talking to her. She was kind of soothing me. She was praying for me. So I was a bit relaxed from that part, that I have someone at my back.
mm,
So yeah, breaks are so important. It's better you can take somebody with you to this test center, because that will make you feel calm and collected. You won't feel alone.
mm. You won't feel alone into that. And this is like, I never thought about it, but mother going to the center, that's something different. Okay, so that back of the mind, that thing was there for you. That's beautiful into that. Okay, let's put into that, how many questions were from agile, stakeholder, communication, team, how the topics were basically.
So for stakeholder, very few questions. None of the questions I remember were from stakeholder. Most of the questions were from agile,
Mm-hmm,
hybrid questions.
mm-hmm,
Many of the questions were from risk and quality topic.
mm. Okay, okay, that's awesome. Now, in the exam, anytime you feel the exam is very hard or any challenge in the exam, Dania.
Yes, as I told you in third section, I was feeling that I will fail.
Hmm,
Uh, I was when I came out of the test center, I was shivering. So when the test center person, he was giving print for the result, I was shaking. So I was thinking that I might fail this time, because the third section was pretty much difficult.
uh,
Although it was not lengthy, but it was conceptual and it was pretty much difficult. So I was feeling in the third part, I was feeling that I would fail this exam.
hmm. So the third part was actually causing a problem for you, right? Like you are feeling,
Right.
okay, this is something I don't know how the things will going to happen. Yeah, this is something that is the beauty of PMP exam. Even someone who is over prepared like you, feeling in the exam that okay, I can fail in the exam is something that is important. Okay, so we did agile at a very high favor. We did 180 questions, 120 questions. So was it necessary to do that or was it overdoing it?
Yes. I think the Agile 120 mock was very important. I revised that mock before my exam. Also, there is a mock 200 mock questions. That is very important. I did ultra hard mocks, and ultra hard mocks is like, it builds the confidence as well. It builds the concept. It's bit easy than random mocks or any other, but it builds the concept
Hmm,
on the other hand.
hmm. Okay, going back to the random mocks, my pinnacle of challenges, how important it is to build your stamina on the random mocks too.
Because random mocks is so important, because it provides us with the taste that the exam would be unpredictable.
Hmm,
Like, we don't know what questions are going to be there on the screen,
hmm,
and random mocks kind of prepare us for those questions.
hmm,
And we don't like when I saw different questions on screen, somehow difficult, I was not panicking at that moment. I was trying to trick my brain that this kind of a random mock, and I
hmm,
have to go through it.
hmm,
So random mock not only prepares you conceptually, but more or less it prepares you for the exam questions.
hmm,
Like, somehow if the exam is difficult, then you have the courage to handle that exam instead of panicking.
hmm, hmm. Okay, your facilitator has worked throughout the journey with you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
I used to come just when I feel okay. No, this is not. Whenever he used to say, "Shall Dania give exam?" I said, no, 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 no. Let me call Dania. No, stop. I need this mocks to be done, right? So I want to give a lot credit to Said also, who played a role
Yes.
as a coach. By the way, guys, the same facilitator which was his batch is the facilitator of this batch, Said. Said. So you are gonna have fun with him. Okay, now. In your entire journey, how important, as you said, your mom was there to hold your bag in the exam. How important it was to have a daily follow-up with you, or was it too much for you, bothering sometime, daily message, 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 or was it needed? How do you think of that?
No, it's like, there were because I am pretty much like being young, and what we enjoy going out with friends or hanging out with employee colleagues and stuff like that. So somehow I was not able to do, or I was not able to cope up with the mocks. But in the morning I usually receive message from Said, what's the PMP update? And
Uh,
I feel so bad to say that I was not able to do the mock. Or but I used to cut down the activities, and I used to do that mock in the lunch break or in the office, in order to provide him with the correct answer, that I have some kind of progress with me.
Hmm, hmm. So you have some kind of progress with you and worked into that way so that we can like flow into that direction. This is important thing, how we worked into that and how basically you do this thing. This is important
There
thing.
are a lot of questions I ask Saitpai, and he have helped me tremendously. Like with every other question, he have helped me out. There were times that I was using AI for the answers, and there was a the discrepancy between the answers. And
Hmm,
Saitpai used to provide me with a very detailed explanation that that's why this answer is correct and AI is wrong in this case.
hmm. Okay, this is an important thing. Chat GPT, uh, Chat GPT is still learning. Of course, it will replace me without any doubt, right? If I don't do that, it will replace me. It will replace most of us. But as of now, it is still learning into that. But it's still a good tool. Okay, Dania, when we talk about the agile, because agile stakeholder communication team and risk, we are gonna cover after your journey today. They are the heart and soul of PMP. In agile, the four values of agile are important. Four values, 12 principle, but or also knowing like XP or other. Did you get any question regarding XP or any other?
No, I think I saw I learned from one of the student here in the class about the XP and all, but I was not wasting time on those. But I was trying to build concept of the Scrum only, because a lot of questions were from Scrum.
Yeah, yes.
And once you have grasp over Scrum, then XP and other agile frameworks are very easy to understand.
Hmm,
And
hmm,
they're not given importance in the exam. Only Scrum is paid importance.
hmm. Only Scrum is pretty
Whole
important.
in Scrum, it's not only the values, it's everything, each and every tidbit of it, each and everything.
Hmm. Each and everything of this is in Scrum. Like Scrum is kind of important. Okay, let's go to the stakeholder communication team. How many questions? Now, this is a very in-depth questions into going to there. Virtual team, like conflicts among virtual team, problems among virtual team. How many questions were there?
There were questions related to virtual team, and the options were like every option was correct.
Mhm.
I faced a situation,
So
every
those
option I was
those
feeling.
70 tips and tricks did help that in that particular area.
Yeah,
Like, okay, do
because
this.
I was feeling every option is correct. This is also right. This is also right. This is also right. So which way should I go? There were questions related to virtual teams. It was scenarios where like teams are distributed geographically, and what would you do? And would you go for asynchronous communication, or would you go for video conferencing option, stuff like that?
Hmm, okay.
And there were like the team members are unable to attend meetings
Hmm, hmm,
because of the time zone and all. So questions like that.
hmm. Okay. If you have to point out throughout your journey one thing that is the most important thing, since these people, I was actually asking them some minutes back, have you filled the application or not? Like we are at the beginning stage. What is the number one thing which will make sure they become PMP? If you have to point out one thing.
Do the RCA, because initially when I was doing like the topic questions, I was least bothered to do the RCA. I was like, this is so time consuming, and I'm not liking this activity at all, because we have to maintain a sheet on Excel, and we have to create write the concept on our own. And I was at that time I wasn't able to handle a lot of concepts. But with the passage of time, as I did mock, I understand the value of RCA. Like RCA is the thing from where you are learning.
Hmm.
So instead of just going ahead and copy pasting it or something like that, because initially I did the same,
Hmm.
Initially I was doing the same while I was doing the topic questions. That's why my scores were not good at the start. But I understood that this is not the right thing. Like I must understand it. If I'm putting my time and energy, then I must understand it.
Hmm.
So doing RCA with like not thinking about our facilitator, or not being sincere to the facilitator or the coach, but being sincere to ourselves. That counts.
Mm. Okay, okay. Sharing that, that's an important thing. Okay, doing the RCA is, I was not expecting a RCA because my next question was how important RCA is, but you directly put into that. Did you read PMBOK or Pathway to PMP?
I read PMP booklet,
No, no, booklet. I'm not talking about. I'm talking
the,
about book.
only the booklet. I
This is the
bought
booklet
few
for
books, but
everyone. This is the booklet. This is the book. So you read only
hmm,
the booklet, right? The notes.
only booklet, 24-page booklet.
Yeah, 24 pages. That is something you can read even in 20 minutes, like almost the success journey. So
Yes, definitely.
yeah, that is
And that is like most of the concepts are written in that booklet.
most of the concepts are written. Dania, you joined very few of the coaching calls, right? For the coaching calls
Yes.
that you did join, was that valuable to you or no? How the thing was?
For drag and drop, we should go for the coaching calls because that's where we learn. And for the other conceptual questions, because in every coaching call we have different questions. As
Mm,
far as I attended the coaching calls, every coaching call I found questions very informative, very
mm,
different from the previous one.
mhm,
And also we were getting chance to hear what other people have to
mm,
bring on the table. Also we can provide our concepts.
mm,
So like somehow it was very helpful experience for me
mm,
going for the coaching call, especially the P marathon questions like created by the certified PMI. So that was helpful because we are not able to find those questions anywhere in any of the video,
mm.
like by other trainers or anywhere in the internet,
Uh,
over the internet.
Even
We cannot
even
find it.
even if you don't join the live session, you don't find it anyway. Even in the, you have to join the live session to get the entire content into that. Okay, thank you very much, Dania, for sharing that. Guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask. And I want you to ask her questions, what she did, when she did, because the purpose of inviting these people. Yesterday we recorded the journey of Mumtaz. We started the session same way, and today we are doing the same with Dania. The purpose is very simple here. I want to make sure that you people can understand how important it is, how you can do it, and if she can do it. The bottom line is here. If she can do it, you can also do it. That is the basic bottom line here. And I'm really proud of you, Dania, the way you did, the way it happened. It was an important thing. And this is something I'm truly proud of you. Okay. Anyone? Yes, Saud.
Uh, yes, Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Yes, Umar.
Uh, yes, sister, thank you for sharing your beautiful journey. Just can I ask you about your total duration, the span which you within which you prepare yourself, and secondly, regarding the overall question answers which you encounter over your exam, can you wait how much of them are lengthy questions? Because we were having now with Mr. our sir, respected sir, Mr. Amir. Many questions have lengthy. So just
He,
need to have an idea that
Umar,
how much we will encountering any lengthy questions.
Umar, you haven't started even lengthy question. The lengthy question has not even started yet. When you will open the random mock, so she did PMP in almost 2 to 3 months, and
Yes, that's right.
lengthy questions you haven't said it. But Dania, go ahead. How much lengthy questions were there?
For lengthy questions, the maximum length was two lines. That's it. No, no big stories, no big scenarios, no lengthy questions, only conceptual based questions.
The questions are mostly conceptual based, right?
But they were tricky. Like a lot of lengthy questions are easy.
Hmm.
We have to go through the scenario, but they were tricky. They were not lengthy, but they were tricky questions.
Okay. Thank you, Umar. Yes, South.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Amir, and congratulations, Dania.
Thank
My
you.
question is regarding that how can we manage time? The first thing I'm facing myself is the time management, and secondly, conceptual things. how to clear the concepts. Yani. Let's say by seeing the scenario, so how can get it will come back to sir, you can share your views, it will be better. Thank you.
So for time management, I would say in the when I was just about to finish, like when Sir Amir assigned me the last mocks, I was doing time management by timer. Like I was setting timer on my phone, and then I was performing the mock. And I was trying to make sure that I am reading slowly, but trying to give only 1 minute to each question, not more than that. And if somehow, if the question is lengthy, I was reading the last line, just going with the last line.
Hmm. Okay, so I would like to answer this question in two ways. First, are you asking a question, South, time management for your study? Because I am getting this message today from at least 9 students. Sir, we did not get a time. Are you asking that question, or are you asking the question in the exam time management?
Actually, the time management in the exam, and
In
I'm
the- That's not
practicing
a
this mock. Yes.
that's not a problem. I never had a
Okay.
student who had a problem
Mhm.
with the time management. Why? Where the simulator I give you, then before the exam, I'll give you one video exactly what to do 1 day before the exam. I named it final day exam. So you don't have to worry. We will work into 80, 75, 75. Now, second question, when people, which actually, Dania, since today is the day 3, so they have spent 6 hours in the last 2 days. You can remember.
Hmm.
Next class is next Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. When all of you were saying the classes, South, you said that the classes are too long. The next class is Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6 p.m. Saudi time, same time as we are having right now. So you will have the entire time to watch the recordings if you miss something. I will also give you summary videos, 20-20 minute videos of each topic for quick revision. Okay, so you don't want to watch the complete video, you will be able, you will get my mind maps, so quick revision. You already have PMP booklet, and you will do question answers and RCA. So in this way, as we agreed on day 1, you have to give 4 hours to clear by 16 September, which is our target. If you give 4 hours till Friday, you would have done all the topics. That is a fun thing. I want to ask for time management. Yusra just answered that. How many hours you spend? Now, Arvind, she did 2 to 3. On weekends, he used to spend good amount of time, right?
Yes.
Dani, if you can put in that on weekdays, weekend.
Basically, on weekdays, I was not working every 5 days. Like somehow I was working on 3 days because of the office schedule and events and stuff like that. So I was giving around 3 hours on weekdays, and I was giving more than 6 hours on weekend. Like all the day, I was just working on mocks and RCAs most of my time. I cut down my activities, like I was not spending time with my friends. I was not going out with them, and I was trying to invest more time for the preparation.
Hmm. And now this basically vary from a person to person. Okay, this vary from a person to person, who wants to do it, how to do it, what are the things that you need to do that, right? What are the
This
things?
is
Yeah, this is very
sorry
important.
for interruption. Regarding this 4 hours, what I want to know about this, is there any threshold or something that you wanna keep us that you should do this thing at least
Well,
a 4 hours,
for
five
sure, for
hours,
sure,
whatever.
for sure. Revise the topic, make a mind map, do question answers. If you get less than 75%, do RCA. Okay. So, like for example, for those people who joined from day 2, they should start with stakeholder communication team. Do the topic question answers RCA. For the people who joined from day 1, first they should do agile fundamental and stakeholder communication team. That's how they should do it. Okay, Barira, please.
Hi, Dania. First of all, congratulations to you. Definitely, it's a great achievement. Now, there are two questions that I'd like to ask. You said that the first part of the exam was pretty much easy. The second one was harder than that, and the third one was the hardest. Were there some
Yes.
specific type of questions that among these three were distributed, or was it a mix-up of the questions? Like you can say that for example, in part one, it was agile, it was a bit easy. In part three, it was risk, it was a bit difficult.
So basically, there were mix-up of questions, mix-up questions. But personally, what I feel like, I found the questions which in which we have to select two options a bit difficult. Like, uh, for I'm able to go with one of the answer, then the second, providing the second answer is bit difficult for me. This is what I have observed while doing Sir Amir mocks as well.
So
So
like
in third,
basically there are going to be questions where we have to select two of the four
two
options, right?
options, right? Two or three options.
Okay.
So in third part, we have that questions. Like, we have to select two options. Now, the thing is, I have selected one option, and I'm confused with the other one. Like, what would be the right answer? So
Okay,
they
so
were
now you have
related to
to
the
pick up the right one from the remaining three, and that is the main difficult part.
yeah, remaining four. Like, we have five options. So first one is like done, and then I have to find the other option from the remaining four.
Okay, so
Marina,
basically that thing is tricky, not any topic is tricky.
No, that thing is tricky, but the topics are also tricky.
okay. This is an interesting question. Now it depends on the level. She prepared. Now any topic is not difficult for her. Like for example, after 6 days, when you review the PMP booklet, when you do the mind map, like you review the mind map 2-3 times, you review the booklet, topics will not be problem anymore for you. You will know the flow of PMP. Like right now, one of my video is live in behind all plans and documents of PMP, which I will also share with you guys. Once you know these things from a different angle, I will also give you one video PMP in 2.5 hours. That will again a revision of PMP. So topics will not be then I'll give you a checklist. Okay, I know this topic. I'll give you a flashcard with so many things. Topic will not be a problem. The only thing is question answers out of four, two are right options. Okay, what she's talking about, select two or three right. They are very like 4 to 5 questions, Dania. Oh, how many
Yeah,
questions?
five questions, and
Five questions.
five questions, and we have to select two of them.
Two of them. That's very less. But majority is four options. Out of four options, one is wrong. The other is almost wrong. Two are right. And the problem is two are right. You have to select which is better. Okay, that is the only problem in PMP questions. Okay, and can we have multiple answers sometime? The question will mention select two, and when it mentions select two, unless you select two, you cannot move forward. Right, Dania?
Right, correct.
Okay. G, anyone else has any question for her? Guys, she's here. Ask any question you want because this is the most important thing that you get the real insight. Vanita, go ahead.
Hey, Dania, congratulations. I
Thank you,
just want
Vanita.
to understand, like, from how long did you take? I understood you spent good number of time or good number of hours in your weekends. But from start to finish, like from the day you started, like it's my second day today or third day with Amir in my coaching, and I've just started my journey. So, what would be a good time frame to set a goal? I know Amir wants us to get PMP certified on September 16th, and definitely we would try that. But what, according to you, is a more, how much time did you actually take practically?
So basically, I took around more than like 2 months.
Okay.
And in that amount of time, I was investing a lot of hours in doing mocks. And previously, my score was pretty much low, so I was putting in more time, and my concepts were not building. So I was spending times watching Sir Amir's videos and taking the coaching calls, doing a lot of mocks, and then doing the RCAs. So it took me around 2 months, but I think a lot of my batchmates completed like within a month as well.
Mm-hmm.
They
And another,
achieved their goal within a month.
wow, that's great. Another thing I wanted to find out is, so once you understand a concept, and I know Amir has been telling us again and again that, so say stakeholder, we understood stakeholder. And then did you just follow the pattern of understanding the stakeholder completely, then do the mock, do the mind mapping, everything, and then you're done with stakeholder and you just move it aside? Or would you just keep doing everything all in together? How did
No,
you?
it's like just going through one of the topic, doing its mock, like topic, going through the topic first,
Mm-hmm,
preparing a mind map for it,
mm-hmm,
and then doing the mock practice. Once mock is done, then doing the RCA for it,
okay, okay,
and then moving on to the other topic.
all
Okay.
right.
Vanita, to answer your question, Amir wants you to do PMP in 1 month. Yes. But Amir, the number one priority is that nobody fails. Okay.
Yes.
I really want to have my 100% success rate. I don't have. I have 99.5, 99.7 now. So I don't want anyone to fail in the exam. That's my number one priority. So what happened if your score goes good? Like I was having a conversation. I'll show you the real conversation with one of my student. Okay. So where is that? Not that one. I was having, yeah, Asmita. So Asmita and I have having conversation, and I told her, she said me, she got a very good score, 74%. I got this. Can I put exam on 1st September? Wait, will tell you. I'll tell you. I told her, do this mock. I'm not gonna take risk with you, etc., etc. I will do this mock. This is straightforward. Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to do PMP as soon as possible. That is goal number one. But there's a goal that is above that. You pass in the first attempt. Okay. You pass in the first attempt. That's why with the facilitator, there are 4 facilitators in your group. No one is allowed to book the exam. I will tell you, I will look at the score, I will evaluate the score, then I'll ask you go and give exam. With Dania, if scores goes up, then down, then up, then down. I said, no, no, no.
Yes.
Unless our score was like this, or at least this. I said, okay, now is good, book the exam. Now we booked the exam. Okay. So I hope that is clear to everyone. Thank you, Dania. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
I want
sir.
to ask if just one thing. What was your lead time? She said 2 months. I want to ask if there's a question we don't answer. Will it? Okay, the exam is divided into 3 parts, 60, 60, 60 question. In the first 60 question, before you take the break, the exam asks you, do you want to review? Okay. At that time, if you miss something, you can do that. But when you go to the break, exam even tell you, hey, you missed this question. Okay. So that no question is missed there. Everyone is different from different field and will have different stakeholders. Is there any specific entity we should focus? Focus on the stakeholder topic. That's the most important thing, right? Don't focus on any entity, focus on question answers and RCA. That's the most. What percentage? So she was getting sometime 90, sometime 64. So that was a big gap which I was trying to close. Big variation. Okay. How much question come from theories? There is no theory in PMB. All situational questions.
No, the motivational theories, I mean, he's
Okay,
asking.
motivational. Yeah. How many questions came from
So there
motivation?
was none of the question was from that.
So were the questions similar during exam? If there is a question during similar in the exam, I'll remove them from the mock. I don't
They
want.
were they were they were not exactly similar, but the scenarios was pretty much similar.
So scenarios,
The
of course,
scenarios were sim.
there are
Yeah.
limited scenarios. Thank you, Dania. Send me a good picture. I'll put it on a thumbnail. And Dania, you know how important PMP marathon is. So I hope you can make 10 to 15 questions for PMP marathon. Loved your journey. It was amazing. Anyone has any final question? No? Dania, any final advice to all of them?
I'll just say, just go for the RCA and do it sincerely.
Go for the RCA and do it sincerely. Thank you very much. And best of luck, Dania. I will have a discussion with you.
Thank you, sir.